Last question I want to ask you regarding personal development, just before we move on to the next topic, is that when it comes to like, personal development is about having high standards. Like you said, that you felt like the Dawah deserved better marketing than McDonald's or a movie or anything, right? How do you balance between, for example, if I'm going to try and make money or I'm going to try and, do something out there, how do I balance that whole thing that Muslims have this kind of guilt feeling where, oh yeah, I'm going too much into my business, I'm doing too much into my dunya, and I'm trying to have high standards in my business, but then at the same time, like my akhira is not focused on and my deen, and so that whole balance, and I think you really helped me resolve that, with Nishiro and stuff. But what's the kind of thinking around that?
How did you resolve it in Nishiro?
I think for me, I started to realize that what I was ultimately doing, if I was really doing it for the sake of Allah, like this was just kind of, it was just kind of like, it was just, it was just belief system, like you say, BS. It was just, I don't know, it was just talk in my head. I kind of overcame that talk, I think, in Nishiro, that I started to realize that this is just about getting on with it and doing it, For me, that's how I felt about it.
So what I spoke about in Nishiro, for those who don't know, Nishiro is a business course that I taught. If you remember, Mohammed, what I said is you want to combine a product that is something that is fun for you, that you love, and also benefits the people. Fun and love and profitable. So, those three. So when you think about a product that benefits people, then it becomes really easy to combine dunya and akhirah, because your intention is to benefit people. And to, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, win His love and benefit people. And it's something that you enjoy, and it's something that is profitable. So if you find something that combines those three things, then you know what, right there, you've combined dunya and akhirah, because you're spending time on something that's for the sake of Allah. And that's different than if somebody is selling something that they don't really think benefits people or is going to bring them closer to the hereafter. Hey, I'm selling, for example, cat toys, like toys for cats. And they were like, I don't know if this really benefits people. You'll see a lot of those kind of people that are selling those things, they move on to other products after a while. Nothing wrong with that. They're actually earning halal income, halal rizq, and providing for the family, so they can have the good intentions. It's just you have to be creative about the good intentions there. But other than that, I would tell people that if your thought is always like my business at night when you're in salah, my business, you're not taking care of your health, you're not taking care of your family, then I think that two things, that makes your business weak because you're bottlenecking the business. And number two is when you're out of balance and stressed, that shows up in like a really horrible product. So it's like, take a breather, take care of your salah, end of the day, 5 o'clock, shut everything down, go spend time with your family, go for a walk, go for a jog. And when you're in balance, your business will do better.
Inshallah. Okay, so that's a really great point you've made, that basically if it's not a sucker's choice where you have to either go deen or either go dunya, like we can have both, inshallah, right? And so you're saying that if you actually align your core focus and stuff, that could actually help you. But how does someone kind of go about doing that? Let's say like I'm someone who's experienced and I've got stuff and I've done stuff, but I'm not really sure, but I'm looking for that higher purpose, right? And not everyone's going to go off and start an institute or something. So how do I get that higher purpose without like, having that background in Islamic studies or something like that?
So I want to emphasize here that halal rizq, like the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, when somebody goes to their wife, that they would be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they have marital relations. So the companions of Allah said, how can that be that somebody is fulfilling their desire and they'll be rewarded? And the Prophet ﷺ said, don't you see that if this person had done it in haram, there would have been sin upon them. So the same thing goes, if they fulfill it in halal, they'll be rewarded. So if somebody has, just your basic jobs and they don't have like some, you know, big idea, but they're providing for their family, they're providing shelter, they're, you know, they're balanced, they pray in the masjid. They don't have to open some Islamic institute. They just have to have the intention to earn halal rizq, to earn halal provision and income. And with that intention, that is a higher intention, they'll be rewarded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The key is making the intention. So let's suppose somebody drives a taxi, and they go out in the morning and they make the intention, hey, I'm going to take the morning shift, I want to pray in the masjid, I want to pray Fajr in the masjid, and I want to earn halal rizq because I have children that have to make sure they go to a good school and take care of my wife and provide family. Then that is the blessed higher purpose that we're talking about.
Amazing. Okay, I love that.